Hello to my Anam Kara. This is Pomona from Pomona Remembers with a couple of visions that I had, just a little update. Now, I want to talk to you about the day of the solar eclipse. I happened to be with a group of some healing women, and we were meditating during that time together. And I had a vision during that meditation, and I wanted to share it with you because it felt very meaningful. The whole picture, the whole scene was very powerful. Okay? So what I saw was the path of the solar eclipse across the United States and up into Canada and around. And what I saw was rows or lines of cars along the highway stalled, broken down. And then I saw men in very important and styled business suits and attire exiting those cars and walking towards so if you were to picture it, it was like from the south to the north is the way they were, like the north is where they were walking towards. And so these men were walking towards this bright light, and it felt like divine feminine energy. And as they were walking towards this, on this path, it was almost like a pilgrimage is what it felt like. When you see people go to Mecca or to the Wailing Wall, it was like a pilgrimage. And these men got out of their vehicles, their steel machines, and they started taking their jackets off and just dropping them on the road. And then the ties started getting loose, and the sleeves started to get rolled up, and they were walking towards that divine feminine energy, this light. I was like, what is that? And I felt this like divine feminine energy. So that is what I got during the solar eclipse. And then the other thing that I wanted to speak on was there was a little Orca orphan, a calf in British Columbia, in one of the inlets on Vancouver Island. And for over a month, the calf's mother had passed and beached itself on the beach, and the calf was just stuck. And people have been trying to help the little baby get back out to the open ocean and to family, but it's been very, very difficult. And finally, the moon was just right and the stars were just aligned, and the baby was able to free itself from its imprisonment and go out to the open ocean again so it could find its pod. So last night I was just quietly meditating, and all of a sudden I started like moving my body, and I felt very not myself. I felt sort of like I was a different creature, and I felt like I was all of a sudden in the energy of this baby orca. All of a sudden, I was in the energy of this orca, this baby. And I was in the pool, in the middle of the pool, and just by myself. But I knew I wasn't alone. I knew that I was being cared for by all of these energies surrounding me. All of these bright light energies surrounding me and sending me love and prayers and letting me know that they were going to take care of me and make sure that I was safe. I could feel all of this energy coming from around, and the orca was picking up on it. And I got really emotional. I got really, really emotional. And then I sent back, as the little orca, all of this loving energy, or this energy, like this information, to all of the souls that were on the beaches, and the First Nations who were praying for me, and the scientists who were doing all the things that they were doing, the veterinarians who were checking in on my health, all of the souls who rallied together to take care of this little baby. And I found new energy coming through this little baby orca. And he was going to like share, like it was like the souls had intertwined, and this orca was going to remember all of the souls who took care of him at his hardest and most desperate time in his life. And he could feel and sense the love and protection. And that's what gave him the courage to move forward and find life outside on that night. And I was crying. I just knew about the little orca being stranded, and then later on I found a little news thing, and it was all about what was going on, how everybody was rallying around this stranded baby orca. And so I got to see in the spiritual realm sort of how that little baby was feeling and how the other people were feeling as they were trying to help this sweet little baby. I mean, they're killers. Let's not get it twisted. They're the most powerful predators in the ocean. But you know what I'm saying? It was almost like a test for humanity. A litmus test. Like, you know what? We're not all here to hurt and harm. There are so many of us who want better. And it was like, that's what the message that orca received was: humanity's love and care and support. So, yeah, I was crying. I was totally crying at that thing, that image. I felt so honored to be able to witness, even in the spiritual realm, the energies that were being transferred to each other between the people and the orca. So I felt great honor and gratitude to be able to add my prayers and love to that situation. And I give gratitude and also ask for continued protection for this little orca, so that she may find their pod, their family, and they can grow and be all that they were created to be. And so it is.